Hi, I'm Rose Oatley. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be reorganizing my pantry, and I want to take you along on my journey so that you too can get inspired to do yours. And I'm almost embarrassed to show you my pantry, but we're going to get this cleaned up. We're going to throw away all of our expired items and give it a nice coat of paint. I will also let you know where I bought my containers and post them in the description below. I'm excited to finally get this pantry painted. My husband is going to help me out. So how do you feel painting for your wife?
Terrible. All I want to do is relax for a little bit. I gotta work tomorrow too.
And it's done. I'm gonna get busy filling my containers and I'll meet you back for the result. So before I do my reveal, I always keep this bulletin board on my door. I did not get to redo it, but I will do it at a later date with different colors. Before I go over all of my containers, I want to give you a quick shot of my newly organized pantry. I just love the way it turned out. It looks so much cleaner and much organized. I'm going to go ahead and start you from the very top. This sign up here I got from Hobby Lobby at a 50% off sale. Below I have these 3 baskets from Target, and I keep all of our meds here and our medical equipment. I've got thermometers, ice packs, blood pressure machines, that sort of thing. I also have like all of the cold meds, just meds in general that you want to keep up high and away from the little ones. My second shelf is full of half-gallon size mason jars that I picked up from Walmart. You can buy them 6 to a box, and they are fairly reasonable. So if you're on a budget, this is a great way to store all of your food items. I like to keep my pasta and my grains in here. Then I purchased these labels from Office Max, which I thought were going to be clear, but they turned out to be a little frosted. And I went ahead and just labeled all of my pasta that I use on a regular basis. And then I left 2 containers with just pasta on them in case I decide to use something different. My next row has these glass canisters that I bought from the Container Store in Walmart, although I do recommend that you shop at Walmart first because they sell the same exact container for a cheaper price. Now the only odd thing that I notice about these containers is that they don't have a rubber seal on the lid. So I keep them where I can reach them so I don't accidentally drop them. I also keep a scoop in here so I don't even have to move them. I do have a different size container here. I bought 3 of these at IKEA, and I'm keeping my cornstarch, baking soda, and baking powder in here. Moving on to my next row, I wanted to even everything out, so I ended up adding these 2 glass containers here. And I also had 1 empty one, and I wanted to add a little bit of color, so I went in and just put in some fake limes. I do keep my real lemons and limes on my counter because I use them a lot. So here I've got some fake limes, guys. All right, and so I'm keeping all of my canned goods in here. I had originally bought a storage system from Amazon, but it was too large. It didn't fit in my shelf. So I ended up going with this spice rack and just added my cans on here. In this other container, I just keep some K-cups in here. For my last row, these 3 baskets are from the Container Store. I went ahead and bought some clear liner and put it inside the basket. That way I don't make a mess with my onions, potatoes. I keep large and small potatoes in here. The labels are from Michael's, and then I just use a chalk pen for these. And I also have these 2 other glass containers on each side that I already owned from before. I think I got those from Walmart. And I'm keeping my white lids in here that belong to my mason jars up top. I just couldn't decide on whether the silver or the white ones would look better. So if you can comment below and let me know what you think. Alright, so moving on to my next wall. At the very top, I've got my wine bottles up here. I think the rack is from the Container Store. And I just kind of store a lot of my party items up top. The clear containers below are from Target. Now, they are not the pop-up ones, but I found these to be priced really reasonably. And since I needed a lot, I thought these would be perfect. I store all of my cereal and a lot of my snacks in here. Over on this shelf, I love using these clear containers all over my house. I love that they're see-through and you can see things right away. You can get these through Amazon and just in many different stores. I like to keep my snacks here, and as you can see, I like to color coordinate everything. I always like to keep everything nice and organized and color coordinated. I guess it's part of my OCD here, but I just think it looks so much nicer too. These 3 containers here are from the Container Store that I got through a sale. I like to keep all of my toppings such as croutons and tortilla strips. I pretty much have the same containers in this next row. Again, I have all of my snacks. You can store chocolate chips, nuts, banana chips, anything you have, just put it in a container. It looks so much prettier. Okay, for my last row, I've got these containers. I believe they call them candy jars, and I got them at Walmart a long time ago. And I just have some donuts in here. I also have all of my bottled water. And in the next container, I just stored my bagels. Way below, I keep all of our soda products. Tucked in a corner over here, I have my mortar for my guacamole. My third wall top shelf, I keep all paper towels and toilet paper. Over here, I've got my bread. I found this bread box at the home store. I was hoping for a white one, but they didn't have one. I also keep my tortillas in this red box along with my tostadas. We've got some almond milk and a few other items. I have a Lazy Susan with peanut butter, Nutella, syrup, some breakfast items, which I love to use. I've got quite a few of them. These white bins are from IKEA. I believe they were $4 or $5. I like to keep a lot of my microwavable items. One for baking goods and another one for overflow items. On the floor, I have these 3 pantry baskets from the home store. I keep all of my Tupperware in one. I've got paper plates and napkins on another. And on the other one, I keep a lot of my baking tools. I also have this white tray tucked away in the corner with all of the tools that I don't use on a regular basis. Last wall, this basket from Michael's. I keep all of my paper cups. And below, I have 2 Lazy Susans. In one of them, I keep all of my sauces, my marinades. And then in between, I've got a little bin with all of my spice packets. Then next to it, I keep all of my oils and grease sprays. As many of you already know, I love using a lot of different spices in my cooking videos, so if you haven't subscribed, please be sure to subscribe for lots of delicious recipes. I have dedicated these 2 shelves for all of my spices, and I'm using a 3-level spice rack that you can find at Target, Walmart, the Container Store. Many different places carry these. And I also had some spices that came in little bags that I didn't want to use the bags. So I took some small mason jars and I just put them in here and just slapped a label on them. With my chalk pen, I just write the expiration date on top. For my bottom shelf in this Lazy Susan, I keep all of my condiments such as mayonnaise, mustard, and all that kind of good stuff. In this other one, I'm keeping my white wines and my vinegars. And I've got a few odd items tucked in this corner here. Something else you can use are these corner shelves from Walmart. They're fairly cheap. This is the end of my pantry tour. I hope I was able to give you some ideas for your pantry. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.